Hi. Hello. I am Milton-Milton Bradley. And I am a poet. I write and recite all of my own original poetry. Who here likes poetry? Alright. Let's try this again. I am Milton-Milton Bradley, and I am what they call a pub poet, which is to say that I'm a filthy little shit, and also I write poetry. Now who would like to hear a poem? That's what I thought. So, my introduction might explain a bit of what I'm wearing before you today, yes? I'll never forget what a man said to me earlier today. He said, "Hey, Renaissance queer, go back to Westeros." And I know what you're thinking. How could he say such a thing? They're more of a dark ages, really, you know, than the Renaissance. Because the socio-political climate of Westeros is dictated by the okay, never mind. So I have a bit of a different set for you. My material is a bit more interactive, so I have to give you a bit of a test. Is that alright? Okay. Alright, hopefully we'll loosen that up a bit. Well, you're familiar with limericks. Limericks? Yes, yes. Two people. Fantastic. Alright, limericks. Here's how limericks work. I say a line. You repeat the last word of the line back to me. I say a second line. You repeat the last word of that line back to me. I say a third line. You shut the fuck up. I say a fourth line. You stay quiet. I say a fifth line. You laugh and applaud right to say it. So let's try this. I have a series of limericks from a bit of a children's sleepy time book that I wrote, entitled The Sexual Deviance Book of Limericks of Filthy Fetishes. This first limerick is about cetophilia, which is the sexual attraction to food. Here we are. Here we are testing you, alright. There once was a girl from Calcutta who humped a man covered in butter. To his salt, she'd add flour, then wait for an hour for a pound cake to slide from her gutter. Okay, there's something you need to know about me. Do you know what gives me an erection? Awkward laughter. This one's gerontophilia, which is the sexual attraction to the elderly. At 20, LaRoche spread his oats with a woman on whom he'd oft dote. Their dynamic was odd, sort of Harold and Maude, if Maude were 90 and gargled the screws. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And my final limerick, the final part of this test, the test of interactivity. This is coprophilia, which is the sexual attraction to defecate. You need a number 2 on that one? Okay. Alright, here we go. Ultimate test. Pam's husband had started to droop, which was normal for their advanced age group. She devised a solution, and with wise elocution, she shit all over his chest. I would like to read for you a very short poem. One of the first poems that I've ever written. It's written in the style of a limerick, but you don't have to do the call and response on this one. It's entitled, There's a Fine French Cheese in My Loin. There's a fine French cheese in my loin, where the base of my legs doth adjoin, and in spreading my thighs with watering eyes, I foul well the purest of air with the stench of my leather gruyere. There's the softest of breed by my balls that could strip all the paint off the walls, and when I'm hot and blue, then I'll make fondue, and I'm perfectly willing to share my scrotal camembert. There's a sharp parmesan on my taint that's made even the strongest will faint. From a breeze off my stilting, the flowers start wilting, and just a tad north of the crack, you'll catch wind off my nuts. Colby Jack! Who here likes Colby Jack? Not anymore. Where was I? Oh yes. Nuts Colby Jack. But this stock-scented sack provolone wasn't always a cross born alone. For once I was better till a prostitute's cheddar, in a moment of sexual bliss, made my tool smell uncannily Swiss.